So, in the previous period, we have discussed the entries for issue of debentures, and you are much familiar with these entries. We have done these entries in almost all the questions. The same entries has been done here. The point which I want to highlight here is that even you are familiar with the entries for issue of debentures at par, issue at premium, issue at discount, the entries will remain same if the redemption is termed at par. So, however, the question will be having the words redemption at par or redemption at face value, redemption at uh, rupees 100, whatever it may be, don't get confused with that. You don't need to get confused with the words redemption at par. The point is that even if it is redemption at par, there will be no change in the entries. This point is clear. Okay. Now see this question. Focus only on the issue of debentures, not any redemption. One debenture issued and face value is rupees 100 at rupees 100. Means I am issuing debenture at par. So I hope this point is clear to all of you that the entries will remain same. There will be no change in the entry. Bank account debit, to debenture application and allotment account, rupees 100, because you will receive rupees 100 because you are issuing debenture at rupees 100. I hope first entry is clear. Now 9% debenture application and allotment account debit. Now the point is that when I was issuing debentures, at that time I have promised the debenture holders that whenever I will be redeeming these debentures after 5 years or 10 years or whatever the tenure has been decided, at that time I will pay you rupees 5 extra with the principal amount. If you have given me rupees 100, the face value of the debenture, then I will be paying you back rupees 105. Then how much loss I will be having? At the time of redemption, how much loss I will be having? Yes, rupees 5 loss I will be having. Now the second question is, if I am issuing debenture today and while issuing debenture, I am promising that after 5 years, when I will pay you back the money, at that time I will pay you rupees 105. I will pay you rupees 5 extra. This loss will be after 5 years, or this loss will be right now when I am accepting rupees 100 on this promise from the debenture holder. Today I will be having this loss, or after 5 years I will be having this loss. You might have read one concept last year: prudence, concept of prudence, conservatism. It says always provide for your losses. So maybe the payment of rupees 5 extra you will be doing after 5 years. But today, if you have promised, because you have promised today, on that promise you are accepting the money, and the debenture holder is giving you money on that promise, on account of that promise. So that loss has already been incurred today, the moment you will accept rupees 100 from him, isn't it? Am I correct? Because you have promised, the loss has been incurred the moment you have accepted rupees 100 from him. So the loss has been already booked. So you have to account for that loss. So we always debit the loss. You all know that. So that for that I will be opening an account: loss on issue of debentures, account debit. How much is the loss? 5 rupees. Then same to 9% debentures account. 9% debentures account. Now in debentures account, how much amount I should write? 100 or 105? That's why I asked you this question. Remember one principle: in debentures account, only and only face value can be there. Not less than that, not more than that. It will always be 100. It will always be 100. Fine. Don't get confused with the things. Stay with your principles which you have learned. Remember the rules properly. Okay, now the next thing which I want to tell you is now I have account for the loss which I have promised to the debenture holder, that I will be paying you rupees 5 extra after 5 years when I will be redeeming the amount of debentures. But have I paid that amount rupees 5 right now? After 5 years I have to pay that. Not right now I have paid. When I will be paying, I will be paying that amount after 5 years. So right now it becomes my liability also. Right now it becomes my liability that I have to pay some amount after 5 years. After 5 years, what I will be paying him? I will be paying him this rupees 100 and rupees 5. Am I correct? After 5 years, one of my liability is debentures, and another liability is premium on redemption. Another liability is what? Premium on redemption. So liabilities are credited to premium on redemption account. And how much premium I'm giving on redemption? ₹5. So now what is the difference between redemption at par and redemption at premium? Try to compare the entries. Now you have both side entries. If you will compare, you will find the difference. One loss is there and one liability is there. One loss is there and one liability is there. This is the only difference which I have highlighted. Rest, if you will compare, the entry is same which you were doing earlier for issue of debentures at par, no matter of redemption, whatever it is, redemption at par or redemption at premium, there is no matter. The entries will remain same for issue of debenture. Am I correct? The entries for issue of debentures will remain same. It may be redemption at par, it may be redemption at premium. Are you getting this point? If you will compare the entries. The only difference is that if you are redeeming at premium, then you will be having one loss and you will be having one liability. Because the moment you promised and you accepted money, the loss has been incurred. That's why I have debited that loss. And but because I have not actually paid for that loss, I have to pay that loss after 5 years. That's why it becomes my liability today also. And that liability name is premium on redemption. So you should be knowing why I am debiting ₹5 and why I am crediting ₹5. Okay. Now I will give you one more question for premium, and I will uh, assume that you will be able to solve this question. One debenture issued, face value ₹100, issue price ₹105, and premium on redemption is promised ₹6. I am changing the premium on redemption so that you will be able to know what to do for 5 and what to do for 6. Now first you tell me the first entry. First note down the question, then I will be raising the question, and you tell me the journal entry for first journal entry. Whether you will be getting ₹100 or 105 or 106. So first entry will be bank account debit to 9% debenture application and allotment account, and the amount will be 105 because your issue price is 105. Yes. First entry is clear. Now coming to second entry, 9% debenture application and allotment account, debit 105. Again, I have promised a premium of ₹6 at the time of redemption. So loss on issue of debentures account, debit. Leave it for a while. to 9% debentures account. It will be always face value to securities premium reserve account. Very good, very good. Then securities premium reserve is 5 rupees. Remember to differentiate securities premium reserve and premium on redemption. Sometimes students get confused with that. Securities premium reserve is the amount of premium which I am getting, and premium on redemption is the amount which I will be paying after the tenure along with the principal amount. Yes, please. Now there is a one liability also that I have to pay back after 5 years or after the tenure to premium on redemption. I hope journal entry is clear to each and everyone. If you are feeling any confusion, please let me know that. Now see, till here the journal entries are same, either on your left page or either on right side page. If you will compare the entries, there is no change in entry. Only these two parts will be there due to premium on redemption. Otherwise, the entries are same. So whenever you get such question in exams or tests, first focus on the basic entry. What will be the basic entry? What basic entry I will be doing, even if I ignore the redemption part. It may be at par or it may be at premium. And then further move to that these two parts. If it is premium redemption, then you have to add these two parts in your basic journal entry. That I want to tell you. Now the amount of loss on debentures will be ₹6 because you will be paying ₹6 extra on the face value of the debenture at the time of redemption. Now you can check your debit and credit sides are also equal. Now in the same manner, coming to the third portion, one debenture, face value ₹100 and issue price is ₹94. We will keep it same. And the premium on redemption is, suppose this time I will make it ₹7. Suppose premium on redemption is ₹7. Now try to do first entry. I hope you might have noted the question and question is clear to you. So this entry will remain same. Bank account debit 94 to 9% debenture application and allotment account 94 because you have issued debentures at discount of ₹6. Yes. So that's why it will be 94. Now second entry will be 9% debenture application and allotment account 94. And discount on debentures. Discount on debentures account debit, it is ₹6. But at the same time, I am having one more loss. Loss on issue of debentures account debit. Leave it for a while. To 9% debentures account it will be always 100. Then 2 premium on redemption. Premium on redemption account. Now the loss is of ₹7. You can again compare the entries on the left hand side and right hand side. Till now there is no change in the entries. But because I am redeeming at premium after 5 years, so that's why ₹7 loss, because I am giving premium of ₹7 now. So discount means premium redemption may be any amount. It will be always separate from your basic entries. So fill that amount later. So question will ask you entries from these six combinations. There are total 6 combinations: issue at par, redemption at par, issue at premium, redemption at par, issue at discount, redemption at par, then issue at par, redemption at premium, issue at premium, redemption at premium, issued at discount, redemption at premium. So these are 6 combinations, and question will ask you entries for any of the combinations out of these. So first try to identify the basic journal entry in that question. Do that journal entry for one debenture. Do that journal entry for one debenture in the manner I have done. And then check out whether redemption is at premium or at par. If it is at par, no change will be there. If it is at premium, then do these 2 changes which I have told you. One is loss and one is liability. And after completing your journal entry for one debenture, then multiply the amounts with the number of debenture in the question. So these are the steps to solve the question. Try to practice these questions. Like suppose I can show you one question here. Issued 2012% debentures of 100 each at par, redeemable also at par. So this is the first combination. So when I will be doing the entries, I will not focus on this part first. I will do the entry for that only, for one debenture. So the entry will be same here, like 100, 100, 100, 100. Then afterwards, I will be multiplying it by number of debentures, that is 2000. And finally, I will get the amounts for my answer. So the answer should be in proper format of journal. Proper format should be there, narration should be there. You can write the same language in narration also. So first step is draft your first basic entry. Then if changes are required, do that changes, solve it for one debenture, and then afterwards finalizing the entries multiplied with the number of